Hey guys, Steven van der Pijl here, and this very short video I just want to show you what's new in our latest released update for SERPLease. We've changed some conceptual things in our the way how we handle assets. This has been a request for several users of you, so I think it's gonna make things a lot easier to create packages to rent out. So whenever you go to adding a new existing asset, new existing website, you're now required to pick a name for your asset. So test asset, for example, and then you can enter all the URLs that are will be added to that particular asset. The new thing here is that you can use completely different domains. So for example, mrplum.com/Dallas, emergency plump.com/Dallas. You can make packages like this if you have multiple websites, and you of course can also have a package from the same website in different areas or categories. Just depends on how you structured your website. San Fran. So whatever you want to enter in here, and then just click Add Asset, and then you see they're all added. These are just examples, so the smart tag won't validate. And what you can do here as well, that's new, you can select multiple and then export them as a new asset. So for example, you have added like 50 pages here, and some renter only wants to rent like 2 or 3 of those pages. So you select those pages and you go over here like with selected and choose export to new asset. That will create a new asset which you can rent out to a potential renter, and you can set a specific rent buffer on general settings for that asset as well. Another new function right here is delete pages. So if you have multiple pages that you want to just get rid of, you can just use that here instead of deleting them one by one. Okay, so this is looks like a small change, but it is actually a conceptual change about how we approach the assets. Before, we approached them in a way that was very programmatic. Well, that's who I am mostly. We based it on the patterns of a URL. So you had a URL and then slash, and then you could add everything behind the last slash. Basically, it made sense while making it. However, in the business flow, it didn't make so much sense, and it was harder to create different packages for your renters. So we've changed this to this new approach, basically. So the rest is still the same. You can set it to page overlay, page editor. Nothing has changed there. We did make some improvements there as well. In one instance, we found a website that due specific circumstances had double scroll bars. We fixed that, and we made the loading faster again by some tricks we applied. So that's really cool as well. Then furthermore, what we have changed is this right now is just asset name, so it's not particular URLs anymore. You can still name it a URL, but it's just any name you want to give it. And I forgot to show you, you can also just rename it like that, just for your own convenience. Note that this name will be used in the invoices and everywhere in the communication as well. So make it a proper name that people, yourself and your potential renters, can identify the asset. And then what else I want to show you in this update is the way the property manager looks. Let's go to the property manager. Over here, now you are able to mass set overlays. So if you have 50 different pages here, you just fill it out over here. You select all of the pages you want, and then you just enter the URL, save it, and it will save for all those pages, and you can set them one by one, of course, as well. And then you can manage the skins as just before. Now, so it's all in one screen and a better overview. It's one of the features requested by our users as well. Okay, I think that was it. Let me check quickly. Lots of improvements, and soon we'll be adding a new frequently asked questions to the training as well. We've been collecting questions we've been receiving in our support, so we can answer all those in the frequently asked questions. And I think that is it for all the changes in this release. So especially the way how we approach assets should be way more easier to manage for you guys right now, and I hope you like the changes. And if there's anything, questions, suggestions for new stuff, just let me know. We're here, we're listening, and we're getting really close to launch now. So not a favor, Chris and myself would like to ask you, really love you to give your review, and it might be featured on the sales page as well, so it would be great exposure for you if you want that kind of thing. And we of course would really appreciate your honest opinion about our software, and yeah, well, just basically what you think about it. All right, thank you for your time, and talk soon.